In this lesson, we're going to review graphing linear equations and inequalities. Let's suppose, first of all, that we're given an equation in slope-intercept form. We're going to take 3 steps in graphing this equation in the coordinate plane. Number 1, we're going to plot the y-intercept. Number 2, we're going to use slope triangles to plot 2 or more points. The reason we're going to plot 2 or more points is because if we plot 2 points, we're likely to catch errors that we might not otherwise recognize. And then 3, we're going to connect the points with a line. So 3 simple steps to plot an equation in slope-intercept form. Let's suppose, now we're going to practice, let's suppose we are given the equation y equals 2x plus 1. Something really simple. Draw a coordinate plane. Label your x and y axes. And so now we're ready to begin with the 3 steps. Number 1, plot the y-intercept. We know that b in our slope-intercept form equation is the y-intercept. So our y-intercept is a positive 1. So we'll begin by plotting that point. Next, we recognize that our slope, we're going to use slope triangles along with the slope to create at least 2 more points. Let me remind you that any whole number can be written as a fraction by simply placing it over 1. So here we can write the slope as a fraction by writing 2 over 1. Remember that slope in this form can be thought of as delta y over delta x, where delta y is the vertical change and delta x is the horizontal change. Let me reinforce that by using a couple of arrows here. So delta y is vertical change. I've drawn a little line that shows vertical change, and delta x is horizontal change. So 2 is our vertical change and 1 is our horizontal change. I'm going to use colors in these slope triangles to point out to you what's going on. Perhaps that will help reinforce the ideas some. I'm going to use green for vertical change and orange for horizontal change. So in this case, our delta x is orange and our delta y value is represented by green. So I've got a point. I'm going to do that again. I'm counting up 2. Delta y is up 2. And delta x is right 1. Since both of those values are positive, we're counting up and to the right. If one of them were negative, we'd be counting down and to the right. Another point. So I've plotted 2 more points besides our beginning y-intercept. I'm going to connect those 3 points with a line. And this graph represents the graph of the equation y equals 2x plus 1. Notice that the green vertical line is delta y, and the horizontal line segment is delta x. So we have delta y is 2, delta x is 1, and here are our slope triangles that identify those. 2 in the vertical direction, 1 in the horizontal direction. Again, 2 in the vertical direction, 1 in the horizontal direction. Now we've graphed the line y equals 2x